her head was covered in golden curls. She liked to walk by herself in the woods. And when she was hungry, she would eat the wild strawberries there. And when she was tired, she would sleep on the dry moss. 3 bears lived in the woods. Father Bear, who was big and had a deep voice, and Mother Bear, who was smaller and rounder, and had a midline deep voice, and Baby Bear, who was like a ball of fur, had a squeaky voice. Because they were all such different sizes, each of them had their own chair and own bed and own porridge bowl. Every evening Mother Bear used to put the porridge to soak in the saucepan on the oven, and every morning she boiled it up and poured it into the 3 bowls for the bears' breakfast. On the morning that this story happened, the sun was shining in the window, and the birds were singing outside, and Father Bear and Baby Bear were splashing around in the stream behind the house, having their morning wash. Mother Bear called to them that breakfast was ready, and then they sat down in front of their bowls of steaming hot porridge. "Oh, my porridge is too hot!" exclaimed the Father Bear in his deep, gruff voice. "Oh, my porridge is too hot," the Mother Bear said in a softer voice.
"Oh, my porridge is too hot,"
the Baby Bear said in his squeaky voice. So they all decided to go for a walk until their porridge had cooled down. No sooner had they left their cottage than Goldilocks came along. She was hungry and tired because she had been walking for a long time, and she decided to stop for a while at this strange little cottage. She looked through the window and saw a well-scrubbed wooden table with 3 bowls of porridge laid out on it, and around it 3 chairs to sit on.
"Is anybody home?"
she called out, but nobody answered her. The bears had left the door ajar, so Goldilocks walked through the door into the bears' living room. Since there was no one there, she sat down on Father Bear's chair to rest. But it was too big for her, and her feet could not even reach the ground. So she climbed onto the Mother Bear's chair and wriggled around it to get comfortable. In the end, she decided that it was too big for her too. And so she hopped off and sat down on Baby Bear's chair, which broke because it was too small. Goldilocks walked around the table again, and the smell of the porridge made her hungry. She dipped a spoon into Father Bear's bowl, but the porridge in it was too hot, so she dropped it again. Then she tried some from the Mother Bear's bowl, but that was too cold. The porridge in the Baby Bear's bowl was just right, and Goldilocks ate it all up. By now, she was very sleepy, and when she caught sight of a large bed in the next room, she would have a short rest before returning home. So she climbed into the Father Bear's bed. But when she lay down on it, it was so big that she felt quite uncomfortable. So she climbed off it quickly and went to lie in the Mother Bear's bed. But that one was so soft that she felt quite uncomfortable. So she scrambled out of it again quickly. Then she tried Baby Bear's bed, which was so comfortable that she immediately fell into a fast sleep. Soon afterwards, the 3 bears returned. "Somebody's been eating my porridge," the Father Bear thundered when he saw the wooden spoon in it. "Somebody has been eating my porridge," the Mother Bear cried when she saw her bowl.
"Somebody's been eating my porridge and has finished it all up,"
the Baby Bear wailed and burst into tears. Then Father Bear said, "Somebody's been sitting in my chair." And then the Mother Bear said, "Somebody's been sitting in my chair too." And the Baby Bear squeaked,
Somebody's been sitting in my chair and has broken it all to pieces.
Then the three bears began to look around for what else they could find.
Somebody's been sleeping in my bed, the father bear growled.
Somebody has been sleeping in my bed too, said the mother bear.
Somebody has been sleeping in my bed, and here she is right now,
the baby bear cried. At that, Goldilocks woke up and opened her eyes. When she saw the three bears looking down at her, she got such a fright that she jumped off the bed and ran out of the house as fast as she could. She ran all the way home and never went into the woods again. The end.